MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the San Francisco Giants and the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals baseball is straight ahead, next on the show. Jack Flaherty, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, with a guy like him, you're just looking for quality innings. Usually he'll give you 6 or 7, and he keeps the team in the ballgame. And when you think about it, what else do you really want from your starter? He's capable of shutting a team down and dominating, but that's not what's expected of him all the time.
Digging in, Mike Yastrzemski, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped up. Goldschmidt is there. 1 away.
Batting second, the second baseman, Donovan Solano.
Next to bat for the Giants, Donovan Solano. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Batting third, the left fielder, Alex Dickerson.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. In there, a base hit.
Hey, a little top of the order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
Here's Buster Posey now. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. The second for 1. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes of it. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Johnny Cueto gets the start for San Francisco in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Johnny Cueto is an interesting guy, man. Has a funky delivery. We call it the shimmy or the shake. He turns his back kind of Louis Tion style, throws from a lot of different arm angles, but his stuff is good. 93 to 96 miles an hour. Good changeup and a good hard slider. The key with Johnny Cueto, keeping his pitch count down early on in the game.
Batting second, the shortstop, Paul DeJong.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product Paul DeJong. First pitch on its way.
Ball at inside.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. He grounds it sharply to third. Oh, and Longoria can't handle it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Still no score. Ready now, Brandon Belt. His career numbers against this pitcher, not great, but he's 1 for 8.
Brandon Belt.
First offering on its way. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. A ball that's carrying, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness, when this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here, and I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Bader is right there, one down. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
That is 7. The shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford digging in next. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Runner at second here with one man out. Oh, and 2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
Hey, watch out. This hitter's got one thing on his mind.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, but it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
Mauricio Dubon is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with 2 runners in scoring position.
So now to the plate, Johnny Cueto. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. San Francisco leads this one 2-0. Leading off the inning, Dylan Carlson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Reined in, and that's out number 1.
Batting 5th, the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the switch hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. A bouncer to the left side and into left field for a 1-out hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Batting seventh, the catcher.
So a man at third here with 2 gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Cueto pauses. Here's the delivery. Men on third with 2 down. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail things here 2-0. Now at the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Fowler, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The batter number
1 pitch, 1 swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
At the plate, Donovan Solano as he drives a liner to right center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Comes set and the 0-1. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. And that'll bring up Buster Posey. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Now here's a swing by Belt, and he gets a lot of this one. Out to deep right field. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field as this lead swells to 7-0.
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
Number 36 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 36.
Stepping in now, Evan Longoria.
Evans.
And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
Into the box, Mauricio Dubon. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Looking up is the center fielder. And this one is gone. A home run.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
The pitcher.
In now, Johnny Cueto. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
The right fielder, number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
Into the box now, Mike Yastrzemski. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch on the way. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right as the blowout continues.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Number 62 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Donovan Solano. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Wong ranging into the outfield. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
The left fielder, Alex Dickerson.
So digging in now, Alex Dickerson. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Center fielder going back. Onto the patio and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center as this lead got even wider.
Well, balls are flying out of here faster than they can throw them across the plate, it seems. That's 4 home runs in this inning alone. It's times like this when pitchers wonder if maybe they've chosen the wrong profession. Their pitching coaches start wondering too.
The catcher, number 20.
Into the box now, Buster Posey. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. And it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, the side is retired. But not before an even 10 men come around to score here as they break this game wide open. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Giants 12 and the Cardinals nothing. And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away. Here comes the first pitch. Number 62 stands in as he looks at a called strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hit to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Colton Wong is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught, as that'll be an infield single.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Cards leave one. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. 8 of their hits have gone for extra bases. So they're not only putting the ball in play and getting on base, they are doing so with authority. And that has this dugout feeling awfully good about themselves, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. New inning set to get underway. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Lined into right, a base hit.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
At the plate now, Evan Longoria, as he'll swing and pop this one up near second base. Catch made out there by Wong, and that's your first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Stepping in, Brandon Crawford. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, and he knocks it down. And the recovery throw is too late, and there are 2 on with 1 away now.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D-Row, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
At the plate, Mauricio Dubon. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Ready with the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. Belt over at second. Crawford at first. 1 gone. Lifted into center field. Bader is there. 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 47.
So 2 away for the Giants here in the 4th. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Johnny Cueto. First pitch on its way. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Giants leave a couple, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Had him reaching that time. It's strike one. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Gillis Carlson.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Dylan Carlson. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
One out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Here's the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's Dexter Fowler now, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And digging in is the outfielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
First pitch of the at bat on its way. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. High in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out. Now at the plate, Donovan Solano. So far 2 for 3 in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit the other way out toward right field. There to take it is Fowler, as that becomes out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Alex Dickerson.
Into the box now, Alex Dickerson. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Belt.
So now to the plate, Brandon Belt. This one is launched. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run home run for the guy they call the baby giraffe, Brandon Belt. His 2nd of the game as the blowout continues. John Gant gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Stepping in now, Evan Longoria.
Evan Longoria.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. Giants out in front here, 15-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Striding in, number 15. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Now here's the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Little chopper back to the mound. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, catcher,
Yadi Molina digging in now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. This for the second baseman, Solano. Scooped up, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Ball 1, no strike.
A ball and a strike. Bader is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. hits the ball on the ground, he has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Fouled off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and stepping in the slick fielding shortstop Brandon Crawford. First delivery to him on the way. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that gets on by, and Crawford's aboard to lead off with a single.
I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
In now, Mauricio Dubon. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
The pitcher,
yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Into the box, Johnny Cueto, as he lines it out to center, and that's in there. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
To the plate now, Mike Yastrzemski, pulled toward right center field. Fowler on the run. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
At the plate, Donovan Solano. A couple of singles for him in 4 trips for him this afternoon. He's set. Here it comes. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And now Gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
So coming to the plate, Alex Dickerson. He's looking for hit number 5 in this one right here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Giants on top, 17-0. Tommy Edman is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Number 19, Tommy Edman.
Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here it comes. And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Paul DeYoung digs in next. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Cueto's ready. The 2-2 pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're in a wee bit of a hole, down 17-0. Ryan Helsley comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Ryan Helsley.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Buster Posey.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Now the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Fowler has a read on it. 1 away.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
So 1 away now. Here's Brandon Belt, the first baseman. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. belted high and deep into right center. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Now batting.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Standing in now, Evan Longoria, fouled away. In his career, Longoria is at least partially known for being a long ball threat, of course. In fact, he's standing on the doorstep of 300 career home runs as he hits here. And it's quickly 0-2. Helsley comes at hitters with a good hard fastball, one that's certainly fun to watch.
He's a throwback to kind of guys that he likes his fastball. It's a good fastball, not the best fastball in the game, and he's not afraid to throw it. And you know what else, Matty V? He goes right at the hitters.
And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. In the air now out to right field. Fowler is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Now batting. Shortstop. Brandon Crawford.
So 2 away now in the San Francisco 7th, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting shortstop and San Francisco Bay Area native Brandon Crawford. From the stretch. Line towards center field. Bader is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. One left for San Francisco, but that seems a rarity in this one as they lead it 17-0. Digging in, Paul Goldschmidt. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a liner, but foul.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Nope.
Down and away. Ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting. The right fielder.
Now at the plate, Dexter Fowler. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Yastrzemski's got it for out number 3. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're in a wee bit of a hole, down 17-0. So striding in, Mauricio Dubon. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Number 1, Mauricio Dubon.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Away right. Fowler will make the play. Tagging is the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
This is line to left. Carlson is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Ready once again, Brad Miller. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a 1-out single right there. Hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention. A little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
No hits to this point. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Rangel Ravelo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. No balls and 1 strike. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Hit out towards second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Fulton Wong will stand in as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Hit softly on the ground to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. We've played 8 full. San Francisco leads this one 18. Jordan Hicks enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Wilmer Flores will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. And it's fouled away. Flores, the former New York Met, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
The catcher, number 28, Buster Posey.
Striding in once again, Buster Posey. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. First pitch on its way. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Back on it is the left fielder, and that's a home run into the top tank. A solo home run for Buster Posey as this lead got even wider.
The first baseman, number 9.
At the plate, Brandon Belt, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He's looking to make this a very memorable ball game as he's already 5 for 5. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. DeYoung fields it cleanly, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Now in the box, Evan Longoria. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot for Evan Longoria as they just continue to pour it on here. I almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot of guys in the league. They definitely will tell you they see the ball better in the daytime than they do at night. Case in point today, ball was jumping off the bats of both lineups.
Popped him up. Molina has a play. And that's the 3rd out. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And another foul ball. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
At the plate now, Paul Goldschmidt. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now. At the plate, Dylan Carlson. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
That evens it up 1-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Fielded cleanly by Belt. Throw to first here is in time to record the final out, and the Giants get a complete game shutout from their starter as this ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the 1st inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
20-0 the final this afternoon. The San Francisco Giants are playing home run derby in this one as they combine for 8 homers in the game. Johnny Cueto is credited with the win. Jack Flaherty was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac.